After a $70,000 rehab, we are T-minus 3 days to launching this Airbnb. Let me show you around. Welcome back to my BRRRRing to a Million series, where I'm creating $1 million of equity in real estate. Today on this project, we are on the third R of BRRRR, which is renting the property. So I bought this house as a fixer. If you've been keeping up with the series, you've seen it. So let me give you the tour real quick. Obviously, kitchen here. What I really like about this kitchen are our cabinets. I love the brown lower cabinets and the glossy white uppers. I love the countertops. I think this design turned out really well. The herringbone backsplash. And then probably my favorite part of the kitchen is right here. I think I mentioned it in the rehab video, but here it is. We built in these 12-inch deep cabinets as like a little buffet situation to put coffee and tea and things and have extra storage because there's no pantry here. So we kind of needed a storage solution. So it all came out nice. We actually wanted to do full trim on the uppers of these cabinets so that these cabinets look built into the ceiling, a little trim piece up there. But because it's a very old house, the ceiling is actually not level all the way around, so the trim would look very crooked. So instead we went with upper cabinet lighting, and this wouldn't be a true Vayna video if they weren't pink. So there we go. I really like this peninsula. It opens up to the whole room. And so we've got the living room over here. This couch is from Amazon. I really like it. This was a pretty good Amazon find. And then we have our TV mounted to the wall. Up here, we're doing curtains. As you can see, there's been a lot of setup going on around here. So I'm furnishing the whole place because the plan is that while I live here, I'm going to rent out the rooms. So we need common area and furniture and everything. And then when I'm on my trips, then I'll rent the whole place, maybe for a little bit more money. And for Airbnb, what I have learned is that there is a lot you have to take into account. You have to have all the amenities, you have to up all the little accessories that people need to live here for a long time, because I want longer stays, like 2-week minimum, and the longer people are staying here, the more stuff they need. So like for the kitchen, we're fully stocked. We've got toaster and blender. I've got an air fryer coming, all the utensils, silverware, all these little things that people need to stay here. I definitely wanted to go cheap and durable on everything so that if something breaks, then it's easily replaceable. These are all like plastic-ish little, what do you call these? Plates and bowls and cups, and dishwasher safe. So everything can just be put into the dishwasher. Got our little pot and pan set. Got everything you need to stay at Casa Vayna. A lot of this stuff was Amazon. As you can see, all our Amazon boxes. I spent a lot of time perusing through Amazon, looking for the good deals, looking for what's gonna fit well with the theme I'm going for here, which is kind of beigey, boho-y wood, very natural. One thing I really didn't want was a lot of black, because I think black is very harsh for the natural tones that I was going for. These stools are black and it bothered me a lot, but this was the cheapest, best thing I could find. So this is like the one black hardware thing around here. And because of that, I did end up getting black curtain rods and things like that. So black's kind of our accent color. But anyways, in our bedrooms, so this is a 3-bedroom house. This is one of them that will be a rental. We've got rug and cheap bed frame, cheap mattress. We have a lot of extra bedding so that turnover is easy when people move out. Bathrooms also fully stocked. We've got little amenities. We've got lots of towels, shampoo, conditioner, etc. The biggest part of furnishing this has just been remembering all these little things that you need to stock the Airbnb with, and then making everything convenient for the cleaners to restock easily. So here in the laundry room, I wish I could have just locked the laundry room and had this as the storeroom. But because I'm doing longer stays, people need to have access to the washer dryer. So I have a few supplies out here for them, the laundry soap, some extra paper towels and things. And then behind here, I ordered a lock for this cabinet, but this is our stock. So all the cleaning supplies, extra soap refills, toilet paper, paper towels, all the little things that the cleaners will need to restock. So this is the second bedroom, kind of same deal. Got some nice rugs. I learned a tip for Airbnb. In order for people to see that there are 3 separate bedrooms, you should do like different bedding colors. But because I want everything to be super easy to clean and bleachable, I went white on all the bedding. And so I opted for different colored rugs, and I did do different colored throws that are on the way for each bed, so that people, when they're looking through the pictures on Airbnb, they can easily see that there are 3 separate bedrooms by the different colors. So finishing up the flip, the blinds are on order here. They won't be here by the time I launch Airbnb, so I'll probably install some curtains temporarily. But I was really deciding between curtains and blinds, and I went blinds because they're just easier to use. I'm gonna get those ones that are like, you know, easy pull down, pull up. It's very hard to break those, and I really like how they look. They're very clean. But in the living room, like we saw the curtain rods, I'm gonna do some nice brown drapes, and that's mostly decorative so that, you know, it kind of adds something too. And then here's bedroom 3. Another thing I love are these single panel doors. I think they are super modern, super clean. And then here's bedroom 3. We don't have a mattress yet. And as you can see, we got another different colored rug. But one of the things that I took into account the most when doing this Airbnb was making it stand out in photos. So especially in the living room, having a lot of accent colors. Because I know when I look to rent a place on Airbnb, it really is those little things that kind of sway me towards one listing or another. Really great photos and really nice decoration. Another thing we did here was these mirror doors. I don't love how they look. I think they're a little cheap looking, but these are pretty high quality. They're nicely trimmed out, and it kind of saves on space, especially like this bedroom is pretty small. There's not much space for a mirror. So this is my bedroom where I'm staying. I'm gonna have the primary bed. It's got a little pocket door. Because if you remember before, we had a door here that was going out to the hallway, and we decided to close that off so that this bedroom had its own private bathroom. Because when it comes to family staying here, or, you know, me, I want my own bathroom, and when the whole place is rented, then a family will want the primary bedroom to have a bath. And it's ironic because this is the smallest bedroom, but it was the easiest to connect to a bathroom. So what I also really wanted in my Airbnb was some smart home features, and it's very necessary when you're running Airbnb. So I've got Ring cameras in the front, I've got a Ring doorbell, and then what's pretty cool is, hey, so the front lock is remote controlled from my phone, and I can set different codes to give people access. So it'll be really easy for people to check in on the Airbnb. That, and then the mini splits are also connected to my phone. So I can control the heating and cooling temperature of all the mini splits in the house, which is really nice to be efficient and not have these things running too much. That is a Eufy door lock, and then I do get questions on this couch as well. We did put together a little Amazon storefront situation about this house, everything I bought for this house. So if you see anything you like, link will be down below and you can check them out. I really do love this couch. Like if you're looking for a couch, this is like $600 or $700, and it's like, it fits the vibe of this house really nicely. I like the ridge, it's really soft, it's very cushiony, it's not like hard. So I highly recommend this couch. Not because it's the most expensive thing on the list. And then last thing for furniture I'll show you guys. I've been home goodsing, I've been Facebook marketplacing, and this morning I actually went and did a haul off of Facebook Marketplace. And here's some of and got some of this stuff. So this has been my life for the past few days, is loading up the car and bringing it over. That's why I like Amazon, because they just ship everything to you. But a lot of Amazon stuff is cheap, and I wanted some good stuff. So yeah, between Facebook and then Home Goods, I got some good little pieces. So let's bring them in. Let's see if I can carry this. So yesterday, actually, my mom came through to see the house, and she was like helping me set stuff up, and she loves like going to West Elm and Crate & Barrel and everything for her place. And she looks at my living room, and she's in the living room, and she's like, Vayna, where's the rest of your seating? I'm like, what do you mean? There's a couch right there. And she's like, well, I think you should have like an accent chair or something, a little more seating for this area. And what's really nice about this couch is that it's modular, so all of this is 4 separate pieces, and you can configure it however you want, which I think is pretty sweet. So I can just switch this end to over here, and I really love this chair. I love the boucle style, that's how you say it, and just put it right there. Boom, accent chair. Still in setup mode. The plan is to be done with this in the next couple days, get the cleaners in here, get the photographer through here, and then get it up on Airbnb. So if you guys are staying in West Seattle ever, friends here who help me out who are experienced with Airbnb, and I was like, well, I'm doing midterm, like 14, 30 day minimum stays, because Airbnb is usually used for just like a couple nights, right? That was my assumption. But then I was talking to my friends and they're like, no, you should use Airbnb and you can do midterm on Airbnb, because Airbnb is just a better platform. It has a little better insurance coverage versus other platforms that are basically just connecting you to potential tenants. It's not screening them or protecting you from damage or anything else like that that could go wrong with someone staying in your place. So Airbnb is gonna be my primary platform. I'll keep you guys updated just in case that changes. I'm pretty psyched. I'm hoping for between $240 and $300 a night for this place when it's fully rented. The rooms, I'm really hoping for $1,500 per month per room, because my mortgage is $4,500. So if both rooms were rented for $1,500 a piece, then I'm only paying $1,500 a month to live here, which is pretty sweet. And then numbers wise, when we're recapping, you know, the project is done now. I had a projection for what the numbers are gonna be in the beginning and what it actually turned out to be. I was expecting about $50,000 to rehab this place, but after everything, it did come out to be about $70,000, which is totally normal for this level of finish and the size of the house. I've been kind of playing around with comps and seeing what the house is actually worth now. So let's pull the comps on my house together. I'll show you. I'm about 1,300 square feet, so I'll go 1,000 to 1,500 square feet. There's about 14 comps in the area. This is new construction. So this one, they're asking $690. This is 1,300 square feet, 2 bed, 2 bath, $655 they're asking. That's pretty similar. Look at all those finishes. This is crazy. Would you guys live in a cottage that's surrounded by 5 other ones? So I want to compare more to flips like this. This is a 3 bed, 1 bath. And as you can see, it's all finished flip. This one's very similar to mine because it's a Rambler. The other ones are 2 stories. And I think in my earlier videos, I was saying the ARV here was like $650 or $700. But shortly after, the house across the street from me sold for $865. And they had 2,000 square feet, but that kind of gave me an indication that I could probably be in 700 something as far as my ARV. And really, ARV isn't as important because I'm not refinancing this place to complete the BRRRR, not anytime soon, because interest rates are just super high right now. If you're trying to buy a house, you know it's like 8%. And I have 6.7, which is not that bad anymore. So I'm just chilling right here. I'm gonna start building the dadu in the back pretty soon. That is the part I'm most excited for on this project because it's gonna be a very big equity play. The plan is to either convert the garage back there or tear it down and build a second house in my backyard. $350,000 is the budget to build, and those dadus go for $600,000 to $650,000. So it's like a $300,000 or $350,000 equity play. So the plan is to build that and then refinance the entire place. These will get 2 separate loans for each house because we can condoize here in Seattle. So I'll get a separate loan for this house and a separate loan for that house, and probably refi a lot of that $350,000 to build back once it's done, and then rent out both units fully. And this will be my 2-house investment on 1 property here. So to recap, on this main house, I spent $500 to buy it. I spent $70,000 to fix it up. So $570 investment, and now it's worth $750. So $570 minus $750 is like, so that's $180,000 of equity that I've got on this main house. And if I wanted to refinance, I could, but it's just expensive and the rates are really high. So why would I go into a higher mortgage payment? I don't need the cash, so I will just leave it in here until I refi both units when that one's done. So like I said, if that one back there ends up being worth $650 when it's done, $350 to build, that's $300 in equity. So the whole project's about $480,000 in equity in 12 to 15 months is what it'll take to build in the back. And when you're buying rentals, usually the goal is cash flow, right? You want to build passive income so that you can replace your earned income and then retire and quit your job. That's not my goal because I make plenty of earned income and I don't need $500 or $1,000 a month right now where I'm at. My goal is to build equity in these properties. Like this $480,000 equity in the 2 houses is going to compound over time. It's going to double in value every 10 years as this property appreciates up in value in the next 20 to 50 years that I hold it. So for me, as long as Airbnb or tenants or whatever are paying the mortgage and I'm breaking even on this house, but I've got $500,000 in equity, then I'm pretty happy, because I would rather have that equity in my net worth that I can leverage later into buying more properties or selling them way down the line and using that money to do whatever I want. So that's the place. I'm pretty psyched to get it going here and get it up on Airbnb. This is the first time I'm Airbnb-ing, so I'm really looking forward to the process. I'll keep you guys updated, of course. Subscribe and like for more content like this. Let me know your questions down below and stay tuned for future videos when we start building the second house in the back. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.